Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Techie Sugan. In this video, we are going to see about CSV file. This video is a continuation of previous video where we are going to see here specifically about how to do read and write operation in a CSV file in dictionary format. If you want to implement CSV file, first I should import module called CSV. Now let us open a file by using Context Manager with open. Let me mention my file name as info.csv. And here we are going to see about the read operation. So let me mention my mode as my read mode as, let me give my file object as CSV file. Now we have opened the file. Now what I am going to do is I am going to do read operation. So let me mention a variable read content, and in order to perform read operation as a dictionary format, I am having one predefined method, that is nothing but DICT reader. This particular DICT reader method is used to perform read operation in a dictionary format, and here you are supposed to pass parameter as your file object, in which file you are supposed to do this read operation. I hope so you are clear with it. I am opening the file in read mode and I am passing this particular file object as parameters of dict reader in order to perform read operation as a dictionary format. And now let me print this read content in order to display the data whatever we have read in this particular file. So let me print it here. Now let me execute this. You can notice that you will be getting the output as your object type. The reason is the data inside your file is not a single data, it is a collection of data. So it cannot be printed directly by using a single variable. If at all you want to print it, I need an iterator to iterate the data in my file. So let me use for loop for line in read content. So let me print your line here. So what happens? The data of each and every row will be printed. I hope so you are clear with it. I am opening a file, performing read operation as a dictionary format by using DICT reader, and just I am iterating line by line and displaying it. Now let me execute this. You can notice that the data inside the file will be displayed here as a dictionary format, where first name is your key and Sugan is your value and last name is your key and Saran is the value. Clear? Such a way all the data in the file has been displayed here. Clear? If at all I want only one data to be displayed, for example I want only first name to be displayed, in such cases you can make use of the key to display only the concerned column. For example, let me make use of this particular first name here. I am going to give my key as my parameter. Clear? Previously I given line. So what happened? Each and every row of the particular file has been displayed as a dictionary format in a key value pair. If at all I want only first name of the each and every row should be printed. So if I am passing line of first name, what happens? Only your first name will be displayed. Clear? If I am giving line of email ID, so what happened? Only the key values of this particular email ID is going to be printed. If you are passing key, concerned value is going to be printed. Now let me execute this. You can notice that only the email ID has been printed, none other data has been printed. Clear? I hope so you are clear with how to do read operation as a dictionary format. Now let us go further and do write operation, where you are going to copy data from one file as a dictionary format and write into the other file as a dictionary format. So let me make use of same file. I open a file in read mode. Let me open one more file with open, and let me mention my file name as new info. New info is my file name, and here I am going to do write operation. So let me mention my mode as write as, let me give file object as new CSV file. Clear? And now let me declare one more variable for doing write operation. Let it be new content. Clear? And here if you want to do write operation, I am having one more method called DICT writer. By using this method, I am going to do write operation in a file as a dictionary format. Clear? I hope so you are clear with this thing. If you want to do read operation, I will be using DICT reader. If you want to read as a dictionary format, if I want to do write operation as a dictionary format, I will use DICT writer. And this DICT writer requires two parameters. Your first parameter is your this particular, in which file you are going to do this operation, you are supposed to mention here. So let me give new CSV file, and your second parameter is your field name. What is that field name? Field name is nothing but the key names are mentioned as field names here. So let me mention field names. For your clear visibility, let me maximize this. Field names, and here you are supposed to initialize the fields here. For that, what you are supposed to do it here, let me give a variable called fields. Just a minute. Let me give fields here and let me initialize the fields. What are the fields are available? If you let me copy this. What are the fields available? You can notice here. I'll give a list of fields. First name is your first field, and second field is last name, and last field is your email ID. These are the fields which has been given here. I hope so you're clear with it. I'm opening a file in write mode, and later on I'm giving fields. This field parameter is required for doing write operation. If at all you're not doing this, it will throw you an error. I have given fields. This should be field name. This is not a field's name. And let me initialize with the variable. What I'm initializing here, let me give it as fields here. Clear? First is your file object and next is your field name. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do write operation. Let me make use of this iterator for performing write operation, and here this particular iteration should come inside this. So for line and read content, and here I'm going to do write operation in this particular file new info. So let me mention this new content dot, and I'm going to mention a method for performing write operation. Write-o is a method which is used for performing write operation. Clear? I hope so you're clear with this program. Let me repeat once again. I'm opening a file info.csv in read mode, and I'm reading all the content of that particular file, and I'm storing a variable called read content, and I'm opening one more file new info in a write mode, and I'm giving file object as new CSV file, and I'm having fields. Fields is a mandatory, which is nothing but all the keys or should be mentioned should be here as a fields. And here let me give one more variable as new content, and I'm going to do as a write operation as a dictionary format. So I'm going to use a method called dict writer, and this dict writer requires two parameters. One is your file object and next is your fields name. Clear? By using iterator, I'm going to write operation. Now let me execute this. Just a minute. This has to be taken away. Okay, fine. Now if you're executing this, you can notice that your file is executing fine. Now let us go to the location where the file has been created. Actually, this should be given as .csv. We have missed it. So let me give .csv. Now let me execute it again. You can notice that it is executing fine and the file has been created here. Once you are opening this file, you can notice that all the data, whatever it is there, whatever we are given has been written here. Clear? First name, last name, email ID. But one thing is missing. What is that? That is nothing but your field name. I have given field name, but what happens here? My field name is missing. If I want my field name to be printed, there is no field names here. Only data of the file has been printed. If I want my field name, I should use one more statement here next to it. Before doing a write operation, let me use of this particular new content dot write header. This write header is used for writing heading. Write header. Just a minute. Write header. This is a method, and this is specifically for writing your heading. Now let me execute this. It's executing. Just a minute. Permission denied. File is open. It is throwing an error. Nothing is error in the code. The file is open. That is the reason. So let us close the file and let me execute it again. You can notice that if the file is open, you can't able to do this write operation. So that's the reason. It should be closed during the execution of a program. I have closed it. Now I am executing. It's executing fine. Now let me open this file new info. You can notice that your file has been updated with first name, last name and email ID. Clear? Now all the header has been written. I want only the first name and email ID. I don't want my last name to be written in the particular file. What can be done? I can able to delete the particular last name during a write operation. This can be done by using one method called del method, del line of, and here you are supposed to pass a particular key which you want to delete it. Let me give del of last name to be deleted. Clear? I hope so you're clear with it. I don't want last name to be written to the file. I want only the first name and email ID to be written to the file. So what happened? I'm deleting this last name. Now let me execute this. Execution is fine. Now let me open the file. You can notice that your first name and last name has been written to the file. Sorry, first name and email has been written to the file, where last name is missing. It is not written to the file. But what happens, the field name has been mentioned here. I don't want the field name also to be given here. So in those cases, what I can do is I can remove this last name field here in order to avoid that one. So if I'm executing this, you can notice that it is executing fine. Now if you are opening this particular file, you can find only first name and email ID has been written to the file, and where this particular last name has been deleted. Clear? I hope so you are clear with how to access your CSV file as a dictionary format. If at all you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon. Thank you.